She announced at dinner, "I've been cheating. I'm in love with someone else," I said. "I know." Then I revealed I'd known for days and slowly drained our joint account and secured all assets. Her lover's face when she asked him to cover her bills. Original post 35 male. I'm sitting in my new apartment, looking at my ex-wife's increasingly desperate texts, and honestly, I feel nothing but relief. Last Thursday was supposed to be our anniversary dinner. 5 years married, 7 together. I'd made reservations at her favorite Italian place. She insisted on inviting her work friend, Blake, 32, and his girlfriend, Melissa, 29. Said it would be more fun as a group. I knew why she really wanted them there. See, I'd known about the affair for exactly 11 days at that point. It started with something small. She left her iPad at home, logged into her messages. A notification popped up while I was working from home. "Can't wait to hold you again," from Blake. My first instinct was denial. Maybe it was a mistake. But then I looked. 3 months of messages, explicit photos, videos, plans to leave me once she figured out the financial situation. My personal favorite was from 2 weeks prior. "He's so clueless, lol. Still thinks I'm working late on the Henderson project." That ended a month ago. I didn't confront her. Didn't cry. Didn't throw things. I just planned. First, I consulted a divorce lawyer quietly. Learned something interesting. In our state, adultery doesn't affect asset division much, but it does affect alimony. In our joint account, legally, I could withdraw up to half without her consent. So I did. Slowly. $500 here, $1,000 there. Transferred to a new account at a different bank. Over 10 days, I moved exactly $23,000, precisely half of our joint savings. Left the rest to avoid legal complications. I also canceled my portion of our streaming services, all in my name. Changed my direct deposit to my new account. Removed her as beneficiary for my life insurance. Documented everything with screenshots and saved to 3 locations. Secured all my important documents. Stopped paying for her car insurance, it was due for renewal. Back to the dinner. We're sitting there, Blake across from me, his girlfriend Melissa looking uncomfortable. My wife Andrea, 33, is practically glowing, keeps touching Blake's arm, accidentally. Halfway through the appetizers, she puts down her fork. "I have something to tell you." Here it comes. "I've been having an affair. I'm in love with someone else. I want a divorce." The table went silent. Melissa's eyes went wide, staring at Blake. He turned pale. I took a sip of wine. "I know." Andrea blinked. "You, what?" "I've known for 11 days, since you left your iPad open to Blake's messages about how clueless I am." Blake started to speak. I held up my hand. "I've already seen the photos, the videos, the messages about your financial plan. By the way, Blake, does Melissa know you've been sleeping with Andrea for 3 months?" Melissa's gasp was Oscar-worthy. "What?" Blake stammered. "Mel, baby, it's not." "I have screenshots," I told Melissa. "Would you like me to airdrop them to you?" She stood up so fast her chair fell over. Wine went everywhere. 3 months? While we were planning our wedding? "Wedding?" Andrea's voice cracked. "You're engaged?" The look on Andrea's face. The absolute shock. The betrayal. Oh, the irony. Melissa threw her drink in Blake's face and stormed out. Blake ran after her, leaving Andrea and me alone. "You knew?" she whispered. "Every detail, including the part where you were waiting for your annual bonus next month to leave me. Sorry about that, by the way. You might need it now." "What do you mean?" "Well, I withdrew my half of our savings, canceled your car insurance, it expired yesterday, changed my direct deposit. Oh, and I already filed for divorce. You'll be served tomorrow. You can't just—" "I can. I did. Everything legally. My lawyer made sure of it." She started crying. "Where am I supposed to go? I assume Blake's place? Oh wait, he lives with Melissa." Well, was living with Melissa. "This is cruel. Cruel as cheating for 3 months while planning to blindside me after you got your bonus. I just returned the favor with better timing." Update 1. It's been a week since the dinner disaster, and the entitlement has reached astronomical levels. First, Andrea tried to access our joint account to discover I'd left exactly half, $23,000. She called me screaming that I'd stolen from her. That was our money. Right, and I took my half. The other half is yours. I need that money. Blake and I were going to get an apartment. Blake's broke, isn't he? Silence. Turns out Blake's successful marketing career was actually him living off Melissa's income while he built his brand as an influencer. 15K followers and no sponsors. Melissa owned their condo. Day 3 after dinner, Andrea showed up at my office with her mother, Gloria. Gloria marched up to my desk. "You're gonna fix this right now." "Fix what?" "This ridiculous divorce. My daughter made a mistake." "A 3-month mistake?" She's sorry she got caught." Andrea was fake crying in the background. "I just need some money to get by until what? Blake takes care of you? He's homeless. Melissa kicked him out and his mom won't take him back because he already owes her 12 grand. How did I know this? Melissa reached out to me. We had coffee. She was grateful for the heads up and shared everything. Blake had been mooching off her for 2 years, cheated twice before, and had convinced her to put him on her condo deed last month. She was fighting to get him removed. Gloria tried a different approach. "What about the house? Andrea deserves half. It's a rental, in my name only. She moved in with me, remember?" They tried another tactic. Andrea posted on social media about how I was financially abusing her and abandoned her without warning. Made herself the victim. I responded with one comment. "Interesting perspective from someone who cheated for 3 months while planning to leave after securing their annual bonus." Her friends started asking questions. The narrative crumbled when Melissa commented, "Maybe mention you were sleeping with my fiancé while we planned our wedding?" Andrea deleted the post. But the best part? Blake tried to salvage things with Melissa, threw Andrea completely under the bus. Sent Melissa messages saying Andrea seduced him, that she was obsessed with him, that he was trying to let her down easy. Melissa forwarded everything to me, and I forwarded it to Andrea. The rage texts were glorious. "How could you share private messages? Blake loves me, he said so. You're ruining my life. I demand alimony." My lawyer laughed at the alimony demand. Adultery is her full-time job, making 75K equals no alimony in our state. Then came the extinction burst. Wait, wrong term. Let's call it the desperation explosion. Andrea convinced her dad, Robert, to call me. Robert's a good guy, but completely under Gloria's thumb. "Son, can't we work this out? Andrea's staying with us, and Gloria is difficult when upset. Robert, she cheated for months. I know, but with an engaged man. Yes, but while planning to leave me after her bonus. There's nothing to work out. Could you at least help with her car payment? She can't afford it alone. She should have thought about that before cheating." Gloria says you're being vindictive. Gloria can think whatever she wants. Andrea made choices. These are consequences. Update 2. Week 2 brought new levels of delusion. Andrea tried to contest the divorce filing, claiming emotional distress and financial manipulation. Her lawyer, Gloria's friend who owed her a favor, filed a motion for emergency spousal support. The hearing was yesterday. Andrea showed up dressed like she was going to a funeral, clearly trying for the destroyed woman look. Her lawyer argued I'd orchestrated finding out about the affair to maximize financial damage. The judge actually laughed. "Counselor, are you arguing that your client's adultery is somehow the plaintiff's fault? He withdrew money knowing she would need it. Half of the marital savings, his half. Continue." They tried arguing I'd left her destitute. My lawyer presented her employment records. $75 salary, consistent employment for 4 years. Your Honor, she makes more than the median income. She's hardly destitute. The judge denied emergency support. Andrea started crying. Real tears this time. Outside the courthouse, Gloria confronted me. "You're enjoying this." "No, Gloria. I'm not enjoying any of this. I'm just not financing Andrea's affair partner lifestyle. Blake is gone." She ended it. "Because he chose Melissa when she gave him an ultimatum. I have the texts where he called Andrea a mistake and psycho stalker." Andrea heard this. "That's not true." I showed her my phone. Melissa had sent me screenshots of Blake's groveling. He'd thrown Andrea so far under the bus she was roadkill. My desperate ex won't leave me alone. She's obsessed. I only hooked up with her because she threatened to tell my boss I was harassing her. "Mel, you're the only one I love. She means nothing." Andrea grabbed my phone, saw everything. Then she did something I didn't expect. She called Blake right there. Speakerphone. "Big mistake. Baby, I can't talk right now. You said I was a psycho stalker?" "Andrea? What? No, baby, that was just to get Mel off my back. So you're using me? No, I mean, kind of, but Melissa's voice in the background. Is that her? Are you serious right now? Click. Andrea threw my phone at me. I caught it. You did this. You ruined everything. No, Andrea, you ruined everything when you decided to cheat. I just stopped paying for it. Plot twist that afternoon. Blake called Emmy. Bro, we need to talk. We have nothing to talk about. Andrea's crazy, man. She's stalking me. Can you control your woman? My woman? You mean the one you've been sleeping with for 3 months? That was a mistake. She came on to Emmy, said you were abusive, that you neglected her. I have your messages planning dates, calling her baby girl, and saying you love her. I was just, also, she's not my woman anymore. Your problem now. Come on, man, she's blowing up my phone, showing up at my mom's house. Melissa won't take me back because of her. Sounds like a you problem. Can't you take her back? Just until she calms down? The audacity. The sheer, unfiltered audacity. Blake, you slept with my wife for 3 months, and now you want me to take her back so she stops inconveniencing you? When you put it like that, I hung up. But the peak entitlement came this morning. Andrea sent me a Venmo request. $3,500. Note, for emotional damages and half of the bills. I declined it and sent her one for $3,500. Note, for 3 months of therapy I'll need after your affair. She called immediately. This isn't funny. Neither was cheating. I can't afford my life without your help. Then change your life. Blake won't even talk to me. Not my problem. I made a mistake. One mistake. 92 times. That's how many times you texted him I love you based on the screenshots. 92 mistakes. You counted? My lawyer did. For the divorce proceedings. She tried one more manipulation. I'm pregnant. My blood ran cold for exactly 2 seconds. Then logic kicked in. No, you're not. How would you know? Because you had your period last week. You left tampons on the grocery list. I could have gotten pregnant after. By who? Blake, who won't answer your calls, or me, who hasn't touched you in 2 weeks. Silence. Also, Andrea, I had a vasectomy 2 years ago. You knew this. We discussed it extensively. You said you were thinking about it. And then I did it. Have the paperwork if you'd like to see it. She hung up. Final update. It's been a month since the dinner revelation. The divorce was finalized yesterday, uncontested, because Andrea finally realized fighting would cost more than she'd gain. Final settlement. She kept her car and the $400 month payment, her personal belongings, her half of the joint savings, $23,000. Her 401k, I didn't touch it, wasn't worth the fight. Her debt, credit cards she hid from me, totaling $18,000. I kept my sanity, my dignity, my new apartment, my full paycheck, no alimony obligations. The final straw for Andrea was when Blake and Melissa got back together. Yeah, you read that right. He convinced Melissa that Andrea was a predator who manipulated him. Melissa, desperate to save face after their wedding deposits were paid, took him back. They sent Andrea a cease and desist letter for harassment after she showed up at their condo drunk, screaming about true love. Andrea texted me, "How could Blake do this to me?" I didn't respond. Gloria called one last time. "I hope you're happy. Andrea had to move back in with us." Gloria, I'm getting there. Every day without lies is a step forward. She's broken. She broke herself. I just stopped catching her. Robert texted me privately later. Between you and me, son, you did the right thing. Andrea needs to grow up. Gloria babied her too long. Maybe this is the wake-up call she needs. I don't think Andrea learned anything, honestly. Last I heard, through the gossip network, she's on dating apps claiming to be an entrepreneur. She sells MLM skincare now, and complaining about how all men are trash while sliding into married men's DMs. Blake and Melissa? Getting married next month. She invited me out of spite. I declined but sent a gift, a digital picture frame preloaded with one image, a screenshot of Blake's first message to Andrea. Petty? Absolutely. Worth it? Absolutely. As for me, I'm good. Not great, not thriving, just good. 7 years is a long time to waste, but at least I'm not wasting year 8. Dating isn't even on my radar. Trust issues are real now. My therapist says that's normal. The funniest thing? Andrea still Venmos me requests randomly. $50 for shared Netflix memories. $100 for emotional labor. $25 for the coffee maker you kept. I declined them all, but I screenshot them. My lawyer says to keep documenting in case she escalates. The last request was yesterday. $1 with the note, I miss you. I almost felt bad. Almost. Then I remembered the message where she called me clueless and laughed about it with Blake. I sent her $1 with the note. For the bus. Stop contacting me. She sent it back with, I don't need your pity. I kept the dollar and blocked her on Venmo. Gloria sent me a Facebook message this morning. Andrea is struggling. As a real man, you should help her. I replied, a real man would. Good thing I'm just a clueless one. Then I blocked her too. The best revenge wasn't elaborate. It wasn't dramatic. It was just letting her face the natural consequences of her choices without my safety net. She wanted Blake's exciting affair life. She got it, including the part where affair partners rarely become real partners. She played a stupid game. She won the stupid prize. And I just stopped playing altogether. My brother said it best. She fumbled a good man for a hobosexual influencer. That's a special kind of stupid. Yeah, it really is. Life's quiet now, peaceful. No more wondering if she's really working late. No more Gloria dropping by uninvited. No more financing someone else's fantasy. Just me, my apartment, and the knowledge that somewhere out there, Andrea is trying to sell overpriced skincare, while Blake takes couple selfies with Melissa, both of them pretending they didn't blow up multiple relationships for a 3-month mistake. The universe has a sense of humor. I'm just glad I'm not the punchline anymore. To everyone asking, no, I don't regret being harsh. When someone shows you who they really are, someone who can smile at you over breakfast while texting their affair partner about how stupid you are, believe them, and then protect yourself accordingly. To the people saying, I should have tried counseling. Counseling is for problems, not for someone actively planning their exit while using you as a financial bridge. That's just exploitation. And yes, I'm in therapy, not because of trauma or trust issues, but because after 7 years of being gaslit about being too suspicious when I was actually right, I need to recalibrate my normal meter. Turns out, it was working fine all along.